What's up, everybody? We're recording this on Bastille Day.
Are you Catholic?
No, I am not Catholic. I was not raised Catholic. I have no involvement with Catholics. Unless, are you Catholic?
I was born it, but it's stupid. 'Cause I'm gonna eat 'em!
So over this last weekend, I had the pleasure of seeing the Winnie the Pooh movie. It was a gentle, adorable, clever, solid, short little kids movie. I think the best thing about it was seeing a children's film that kind of proves that you can do a children's film good and clever and watchable for adults without aspiring to the Pixar model. It's just as watchable as any Pixar movie, but in a completely different way. There are puns and children's humor, and the hand-drawn animation is very warm. There's some metatextual stuff where they're running around the storybook and interacting with the letters and the paragraphs. But it was really refreshing. It was different. I haven't seen a children's movie like that in a very long time. It's short. It's a mere 68 minutes, I think. It's great for like a Saturday, Sunday morning matinee with your kid. Or, it's something that you can watch if you have any connection to Winnie Pooh at all. Some really great vocal work, and it's just a really solid little movie.
Man, I hate being a goddamn ant. Ever since them, nobody's taken me seriously. But you know what? I'm one of the thousands who pre-bought tickets to Harry Potter on Fandango.com. Apparently they take ant currency. Breaking Bad returns to television on AMC this Sunday. And if you don't know, Breaking Bad is a drama starring Bryan Cranston. What is the show like? It's fucking great! I'll be doing some interviews about it. I've spoke to Bryan Cranston. On the set of Breaking Bad, I spoke to Anna Gunn. I spoke to Giancarlo Esposito. I spoke to Dean Norris. I spoke to Betsy Brandt. I spoke to everyone. I dug in deep like a fucking tick, and I did my thing. I did what I do best, and that's ingratiate myself with talented people who are unlike me. I did that for you, because I love you. And Breaking Bad might be the best show on television, motherfucker!
So, Breaking Bad, as you got to see a short moment ago, Me Amongst the Trees, it does open back on TV this Sunday, Beard Lover.
I'm excited, although I'm not quite caught up. I still have 4 or 5 episodes of the third season to get to, but I am extremely excited.
I'm sure you have a good taste as to what Breaking Bad is now, though.
Yes, I think I've got the measure of the show.
It's a delight.
It is. It's fantastic. It's great in every regard.
Yep, and I'd like to say you're welcome for that.
You pushed me towards it.
Oh no, I'm responsible for it existing.
I will say that I do not think it is as perfect in every fiber of it as perfect. I've heard people call it, the best show ever produced. And there are things that irritate me on a consistent basis, but that's not to take away from it, because I really do love it. It's been interesting going through it and digging into it amidst such huge hype.
It's no Mama's Family.
That's
true. Good, but it's good.
Doesn't really ever reach the level of something like Titus.
Now that the show's been around for 4 seasons, the whole idea of Mr. Chips becomes Scarface is really starting to pay off, and it's exciting. This season is going to kick everyone right in the stomach.
I think so, or genitalia.
Well, fat people.
Or knees.
I mean, if you're fat and you've got a big-ass big hanging out in front of you, easy to stick a foot in it. Put it right in the bells.
But
kick a fat man!
Are you Donatello? Leonardo? Michelangelo? Raffaella De Laurentiis? Looking at you in there, you look a shitload like Armand Assante. I don't know why you don't understand what I'm saying to you. You're an adorable man.
So it's an interesting time. Also, I mean, since we're heading into a weekend where Harry Potter decimates everything that's around, you love the feel of a microphone on one's face.
I do.
They said that the pre-sales have already equaled like $30 million.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be the highest grossing or highest opening for a Harry Potter film ever, and will probably rank somewhere in the highest notable releases ever.
It'll rank right behind Harry Brown for films with Harry in the title.
Yes. Monday, I saw Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the 8th film of 8, based off 7 books from J.K. Rowling. International phenomena, millions and millions of books sold, billions of dollars made. my review, my full formal official review, posted Wednesday. But I thought I'd talk to you a little bit more about it personally, and this is something I'm going to write about more. But this is a series that I actually have a relationship with. It was first introduced to me in 5th grade by one of my teachers who read it to me chapter by chapter after lunch every day. So that was, 1999, I guess, when I was a mere 12 years old. And ever since then, I have followed the series with each book, before it was a phenomenon till, from my recollection, around the 4th book, when it became a phenomenon. I was never huge into the movies until the 3rd film, which I still consider the best. And that was the first one I saw in theaters, and then I've followed it ever since. I think that Deathly Hallows Part 2 is a pretty spectacular fucking ending to the cinematic journey of Harry Potter. I have come to the conclusion that they don't necessarily, that they do work as films, it works as a cinematic series, separate from the book. However, by doing that, they did sacrifice the ability of individual movies to have any kind of, satisfaction. So, an 8-film legacy, almost like Lord of the Rings, it does work, even though after, say, the 4th, maybe 5th movie, they're completely unwatchable as individual kind of solo experiences. They offer nothing in terms of satisfaction on their own. But I talk a little bit more about that in my review, in my Azkaban piece, and then something that will be coming soon.
Harry Potter finally ending, which means we can finally pave the way for John Carter, which looks like a tender dick.
Yeah, I didn't watch the trailer yet, but you did not have nice things to say.
Not a fan of the trailer. Not a fan of the trailer. Not a fan of the trailer. Not a fan of the trailer.
Fair enough.
Fan of the trailer.
Fair enough.
Stupid. A moment for Joe.
Hey, Mom, are those human beings over there? Don't look at them. They might be from Disney. Let's get the fuck out of here, kid. But, Mom, I haven't finished eating and shitting.
Rescue Me returned to the air in its final season. I've seen the first 9 episodes of this last season. Watched them with my eyes. And yeah, I mean, I love Rescue Me. It's a very flawed show, and it goes through certain emotions over and over again, but I love the characters. Leary and his entire fire department, those guys are amazing together. I still find little things to like about some of the other characters. If you dig that camaraderie and that vibe, then it's more of the same, but this season focuses on the 10th anniversary of 9/11, and obviously the show comes out of 9/11 with the firefighters and all that. Right. So there's a nice kind of punctuation mark that they can pull off. And they had some pretty emotional stuff during the season. But at this point, as much as I love the show, yeah, it's obvious that it should have been maybe a 5-season show. But I love what Leary's done. He's proven himself as a really talented individual. And Peter Tolan, too. And it's going to be sad to see these guys go because that group of actors as the firefighters is gold. But, yeah.
So, Nick, what are your thoughts on the Total Recall remake that is happening under the tutelage of Len Wiseman? Bryan Cranston's involved, I believe.
Colin Farrell. Others.
And some gents.
Total Recall remake. The originals: Schwarzenegger, Verhoeven, Sharon Stone, Rachel Ticotin. Good old Rachel Ticotin. Ronnie Cox. Three-titted dwarf. Marshall Bell, Michael Ironsides, Total Recall remake.
Open your mind! Gosh, shut up, Ma.
Fat!
That's gonna get cut in out of context.
That'll be the YouTube preview.